Good morning and welcome in e-learning program conducted by LET NDB Junior College. The halogen derivative of the alkane, the fourth lecture, that is the preparation of halogen derivative of the alkanes and the arenes. In the last period, we have seen the few methods for the preparation, and the remaining method we are going to study in this period. Now, the third method from halogen exchange, preparation of alkyl halide by halogen exchange method. Actually, this halogen exchange method is used for the preparation of the alkyl iodide and alkyl fluoride. In that, the first one, that is a Finkelstein's reaction, which is used for the preparation of alkyl iodide, and these alkyl iodides are prepared by reacting sodium iodide with alkyl chloride. Sodium iodide with alkyl chloride. It gives alkyl iodide and the precipitate of sodium chloride. In this reaction, the precipitate of sodium chloride is formed, and that is why the alkyl iodide is get separated very easily. The next reaction, that is known as an Schwarz reaction. This Schwarz reaction exclusively used for the preparation of the fluoride derivatives, that are the alkyl fluorides. So these alkyl fluorides, when they react with the metal fluorides like silver fluoride, mercury fluoride, arsenic fluoride, etc., with alkyl chloride, they use directly alkyl fluorides and the precipitate of AgCl, that is silver chloride. So this is one of the simplest method for the preparation of particular type of the iodide, particular type of the halogens, that is alkyl iodide and the alkyl fluorides only. Now the next reaction, that is known as an electrophilic substitution reaction. By using this electrophilic substitution reaction, we can prepare the aryl chloride or aryl bromide derivatives. In this method, there is a direct halogenation of the benzene ring is done, and this is possible by using the Lewis acid like Fe, FeCl3, etc. For example, the toluene, when reacts with bromine, it gives the two different types of the isomers, that is orthobromotoluene and para-bromotoluene. This reaction is carried out in the presence of Fe, that is a Lewis acid, or you can say the in a dark, and we are getting the product. We can prepare the chloride derivative also in this method, and this bromo derivative is exclusively prepared. The iodo derivative we cannot prepare in this reaction by direct iodination, because this reaction is reversible, and due to that we have to use here the oxidizing agent, and this oxidizing agent we are using at here the nitric acid and HiO4 to remove the Hi, and that is why the back reaction does not take place, and hence this iodo derivative we can prepare by using in this way. The fluoro derivative is not formed of aryl compounds or aromatic compounds, because fluorine is highly reactive, and when it reacts with any hydrocarbon, there is a direct, all the hydrogens are removed and there is a formation of carbon tetrachloride likewise. So in short, the fluoro derivative we cannot prepare, that is of aryl halide or aryl fluoride derivative we cannot be prepared. The next and the last method, that is the Sandmeier's reaction. Actually, This Sandme's reaction we are going to learn in chapter number 13. The details of these reactions are given in that topic that we are going to see in a next period. Now, after that, the next point of this topic that we are going to study here, that is the physical properties. So what are the physical properties of the alkyl halides are there that we are going to see now. Now, the physical properties that like nature of the CX bond, boiling point, melting point, and the solubility. So all these properties are considered in this syllabus in a detail. So definitely the physical properties of alkyl halide are totally different one as compared to the corresponding alkane. So this is due to the particular type of the bond is present at here, that is a CX bond, and depending upon that the boiling point, melting point and other property that are solubility, they are differ as compared to the corresponding alkane. So how and why, what is the reason? So all these things we are going to discuss at here. The first property, that is the nature of intermolecular forces. This nature of intermolecular forces or the type of the CX bond, the carbon and halogen is having a bond. So what type of the bond is present depending on that. So all the properties are there. कार्बन आणि हॅलोजन मध्ये कसा बॉन्ड आहे याच्यावरनं त्या प्रॉपर्टी ठरलेल्या आहेत. सुरुवातीला आपण बघूयात की कार्बन आणि हॅलोजन मध्ये कशा प्रकारचा बॉन्ड आहे, तो कशा प्रकारे वेगवेगळ्या हॅलोजन बरोबर कार्बन कंबाईन होत असताना त्याचे कॅरेक्टरिस्टिक बदलतात, याचे डिटेल्स आपण इथं बघणार आहोत. हॅलोजन्स आपल्याला माहिती आहेत की फ्लोरीन, क्लोरीन, ब्रोमीन आणि आयोडीन आहे. The electronegativity value of all these halogen is higher as compared to the carbon. कार्बन पेक्षा ह्या सगळ्या हॅलोजनची इलेक्ट्रोनेगेटिव्हिटी जास्त आहे आणि त्याच्यामुळे काय होतं की कार्बन आणि हॅलोजन याच्यामधला जो इलेक्ट्रॉनचा पेयर आहे तो पेयर इलेक्ट्रोनेगेटिव्हिटी ह्या हॅलोजनची जास्त असल्यामुळे याच्याकडे ओढला जातो आणि इनडायरेक्टली दिस हॅलोजन इज हॅव्हिंग नेगेटिव्ह चार्ज अँड दिस कार्बन इज हॅव्हिंग अ पॉझिटिव्ह चार्ज. हा डेल्टाने दाखवलेला याचा अर्थ असा आहे की तो पूर्णतः म्हणजे पूर्ण चार्ज नसतो, तो पार्शियल चार्ज असतो आणि त्याच्यामुळं हे डेल्टा पॉझिटिव्ह आणि डेल्टा निगेटिव्हने दाखवलेले आहे. आता जो बॉन्ड आहे कार्बन आणि हॅलोजन मध्ये, तो प्रथमतः ड्यू टू दी ओव्हरलॅपिंग ऑफ दी ऑर्बिटल्स, हायब्रिडाइज ऑर्बिटल्स as well as the sp3 ऑर्बिटल ऑफ द कार्बन याच्या ओव्हरलॅपिंग मुळे इथं बॉन्ड झालेला आहे आणि म्हणून हा जो बॉन्ड आहे कार्बन आणि हॅलोजन मधला हा कोव्हॅलेंट बॉन्ड असतो, कोव्हॅलेंट बॉन्ड असतो. पण इलेक्ट्रोनेगेटिव्हिटी डिफरन्स मुळे इथं हे बॉन्ड काय झालेला आहे, पोलार झाले, म्हणून हा बॉन्ड पोलार कोव्हॅलेंट बॉन्ड आहे. लक्षात ठेवा, हा पोलार कोव्हॅलेंट बॉन्ड आहे. त्या CX बॉन्डची पोलॅरिटी हे बऱ्याच घटकावर अवलंबून असते. आपल्याला माहिती आहे की साइज ऑफ द हॅलोजन ॲटम इन्क्रीज होते फ्लोरीन पासून आयोडीन पर्यंत. मग ही जी साइज आहे ही साइज सुद्धा याच्या कॅरेक्टरवर जे पोलरायझेशन वर इफेक्ट करते. ते कसे आपण बघू. तर आपण पाहिलं की फ्लोरीन टू आयोडीन द साइज ऑफ द हॅलोजन इज इन्क्रीजिंग. जर साइज इन्क्रीज झाला तर CX बॉन्डची लेंथ सुद्धा, बॉन्ड लेंथ सुद्धा वाढते, that is increasing, and that is why as the bond length is increasing the strength of the bond is decreasing with an increase in size of the halogen. हे का होतं? This is because there is overlapping of p orbital on sp3 hybrid orbital and When the size of the atom is increasing, the minimum overlapping of a p orbital on a sp3 hybridized carbon atom p orbital, and due to that the minimum overlapping is taking place and the strength of the bond is also decreasing. आपण खाली या बॉक्समध्ये काही उदाहरण घेतलेले आहेत. बॉन्ड वेगवेगळे कार्बन आणि फ्लोरीन, त्याचप्रमाणे शेवटीला कार्बन आयोडीन म्हणले. त्याची बॉन्ड लेंथ आपण इथे दाखवलेली आहे. ॲज साइज ऑफ द atom, that is a fluoride, chloride, bromide, iodide continuously increasing. So definitely the bond length is also increasing. That is कार्बन आणि फ्लोरीन याच्यामधली बॉन्ड लेंथ 139 पिकोमीटर आहे. तर शेवटचा सगळ्यात मोठा हॅलोजन आहे आयोडीन, त्याच्यामधली बॉन्ड लेंथ आहे 214. As the bond length is increasing, the enthalpy kilojoules per mole which is required to break this bond is also decreasing. बॉन्ड लेंथ कमी असेल, एन्थाल्पी जास्त असते, म्हणजे शॉर्ट बॉन्ड ची स्ट्रेंथ किंवा मजबूती जास्त असते, तो बॉन्ड ब्रेक होण्याकरता इथे जास्तीत जास्त एनर्जी लागते. म्हणून हे जे पॅरामीटर आहे CX बॉन्ड ची बॉन्ड लेंथ किती आहे याच्यावरून त्याची बॉन्ड एन्थाल्पी बदलत असते. बॉन्ड लेंथ जर जास्त झाली तर एन्थाल्पी कमी होते, बॉन्ड लेंथ कमी असेल तर एन्थाल्पी जास्त असते. या बॉक्सवरून तुम्हाला समजून येईल. त्याच्यानंतरचा आपण फॅक्टर बघणार आहोत की बॉइलिंग पॉइंट. The next factor is the boiling point. So what is the boiling point? It is the temperature which is required to boil a particular liquid. So this boiling point of the alkyl halide is considerably higher as compared to the corresponding alkane. Not only that, the boiling point of alkyl halide is also increasing as the molecular weight of the alkyl halide is increasing. So why that we are going to see now. The boiling point of alkyl halide is continuously increasing as the type of the which type of the alkyl halide is there. Say for example, the atomic mass of halogen is increasing. So definitely fluorine is having lowest atomic mass and iodine is the highest one. As atomic mass is increasing, the boiling point is also increasing. Second thing is that the mass of this halogen, second, that is the mass of the halogen and the size of the halogen is also they are increasing, and due to that the bond, due to that there is a boiling point is increasing. In this box I have given here, that is a boiling point and the haloalkanes. The boiling point of methyl fluoride is 194, whereas that is of methyl iodide is 315. So this box giving us an idea, that is as a molecular weight as well as the size when increasing, boiling point is also increasing. The boiling point is rises with increasing in the carbon number. So how that we are going to see here. So in this box, the few examples of the haloalkanes. This is a chloromethane, chloroethane, chloropropane, and chlorobutane. So in all these haloalkanes, number of the carbon is increasing here 1, 2, 3, and the 4. As the number of the carbon is increasing, definitely boiling point is also increasing. या गोष्टी आपण लक्षात ठेवायला पाहिजे. Second thing is that the isomeric alkyl halides are present. Okay, same molecular formula is the same. Say for example, the methyl, or you can say bromobutane. The bromobutane in a three isomeric form, that is a normal bromo butyl bromide, secondary butyl bromide, and tertiary butyl bromide. As the branching of or The branching of this is increasing at the time there is a decrease in a boiling point is there. So more isomeric means normal chain alkyl halides or butyl bromide is present at here. This is having 375 in case of the secondary, and in case of the tertiary again the boiling point is decreasing. In short, the if branching is increasing, boiling point is decreasing. ह्या गोष्टी आपण लक्षात ठेवायला पाहिजेत. याच्यावर MCQ वगैरे विचारले जाऊ शकतो. त्याच्यानंतर आपल्याला बघायचं आहे सॉल्युबिलिटी. The solubility of alkyl halide we are going to study now. The solubility of alkyl halide must be in water because water is a polar solvent as well as our alkyl halide is also polar solvent, but they are insoluble in water. So why? Because the inability of alkyl halide to form a hydrogen bonding with water. Why it is so? Because itself the alkyl halide is a polar one. This alkyl halide get attracted towards the another alkyl halide, and there is a less attraction between the alkyl halide and water is there, and due to that they are insoluble in water. Besides this, they are soluble in a non-polar organic solvent like benzene. ते काय करतात? वॉटरमध्ये सॉल्युबल न होता ते कशामध्ये सॉल्युबल होतात? नॉन पोलार ऑर्गॅनिक सॉल्व्हंट मध्ये. म्हणून लक्षात ठेवा की अल्काइल हलाइड हे नॉन पोलार ऑर्गॅनिक सॉल्व्हंट मध्ये सॉल्युबल होतात. त्याचबरोबर हे अराइल हलाइड जे आहेत these are also insoluble in water but they are soluble in organic solvent, any organic solvent. The alkyl halides are the solubility is also there is changing. As isomeric dihalobenzene we are using, nearly the boiling point is the same, but the melting point is different in this case, and that is why you keep in mind that the boiling point does not change in case of the isomeric dihalobenzene, that is aryl compound. आपण aryl compound विषयी बोलतोय. त्याचबरोबर जर पॅरा आयसोमर असेल तर त्याचा हायर मेल्टिंग पॉइंट असतो, हे सुद्धा लक्षात ठेवा. त्याचे कारण की मेल्टिंग पॉइंट ऑफ द पॅरा आयसोमर इज क्वाइट हायर ॲज कम्पेअर टू द अदर दॅट इज आर्थो अँड द मेटा आयसोमर्स. त्याच प्रकारे याचं कारण आपल्याला सांगायचं म्हणजे द फिटिंग इन अ क्रिस्टल लॅटिस ऑफ दिस इज व्हेरी pack, and due to that the melting point is high. Now the next one, the a box giving us an idea about this boiling point and melting point. हा बॉइलिंग पॉइंट आपण 1,2 डायक्लोरो 1,3 डायक्लोरो आणि 1,4 डायक्लोरो बेंझिनचा आपण जर कन्सिडर केला बॉइलिंग पॉइंट मध्ये इथं फारसा फरक नाही आहे का. 453, 446 आणि 448 आहे, पण मेल्टिंग पॉइंट मध्ये इथं फरक आहे. 256 होतो, 249 आणि 300. अशा प्रकारे मेल्टिंग पॉइंट, बॉइलिंग पॉइंट आणि सॉल्युबिलिटी अराइल हलाइडची कशा प्रकारे बदलते हे आपण पाहिलं. ह्या सगळ्या प्रॉपर्टीज ज्या आहेत ह्या नोट्सच्या स्वरूपात तुम्ही पॉज करून तुम्ही लिहून घ्या आणि याच्यावर 1 मार्काचा क्वेश्चन किंवा MCQ विचारले जाऊ शकतात. थँक्यू.